Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. I'm Joe. In this video, we will be taking a gameplay look at the game Top Line Hockey, and it's currently on Kickstarter for just a day more. So if you are interested in getting it, it would be a great time to do so last minute. If you've watched it after this, the game will, of course, be available elsewhere. So it's not a big deal, I guess, if you missed the Kickstarter at this point. So let's get started. So what I've done here is I printed out there are various available score sheets for the game. And this one is kind of the condensed one. So we have both teams on one sheet. Now, if you didn't watch the first look video that I did last week, it's probably a good idea to do so, unless you're already familiar with the game and just want to see how it's played, in which case you don't need to. But all of these things in here are explained in that as far as what the codes mean. The number is just the player number. And then the second part in the middle here is the kind of level of the player, where AS is an all-star, for example, RK is a rookie, etc. And then the third one is their role. So they have specific things that they do well. And that's what these indicate. SP, for example, is a sniper. So they all have various numbers that are applied for their ability to affect the forecheck and the back check, and those are used to determine your forechecking strength for the line, as well as your back checking strength for the line. Down here we have our starting goalie. They also have their number, essentially their quality, which would be, in this case, mentor, and the GO, their role is goalie. They don't have specific other roles rather. They're goalies. So this one, their goalies are mentors, so that's good. They have good goalie depth. If you look down here, we've got a veteran goalie and a smelt goalie, which is like below a rookie. So up here we have tables, and these are the basic tables that are used in the game. So your face-off, forechecks, shooting, rebounds, scrums, goalies, tactics over here. And then you have down at the bottom, if you want to, you can have, because you don't have to do it this way, it's very flexible in that you don't have to necessarily know who scored the goal if you don't want to. But if you do want to, you've got a way to determine that right here, as well as taking penalties and assisting, who gets an assist on various types of goals. Now to play, all you need are 2 D20s, which I have, and also some markers. So what I've decided to use is, I'm just going to use some spare dice I have here. So I'll use the red for Duluth and the blue for Winnipeg, and this purple one will be my third one. So basically, you just put which line is going to be out. So for both teams, it'll be line 1. And so you can look at their scores. For forecheck, Duluth has a 14. Put it up top and at the bottom so it's easier to see. 14 forecheck, 13 back check. Winnipeg has 12 and 13. So you roll the dice. We'll use the white for Duluth and the kind of grayish one for Winnipeg. We roll our 2 D20s. So we got a 17 for Duluth and a 19 for Winnipeg. So we're doing the opening face-off now. 19 plus 13, you add it to the back check, is 42. And 17 plus 13 is, 32 and 30. So Winnipeg has won the face-off. And then you look at forecheck roll, right? Face-off roll, back check plus 20. So did either one have a playmaker center? No. Yes, they both did. So they would both get 4, which doesn't really change anything. Okay, so now once you've done that, you do your forecheck roll to determine what happens next, right? So you use your forecheck rating for Winnipeg, which is 12, and you roll a die for them. So we'll roll their die, and we got a 5. So they've got an 18 now. And then we roll the back check for Duluth, which is 13, plus their D20, which is a 1. So they end up with a they end up with a 14. So it was 14 to 18, or 18 to 14 in favor of Winnipeg. So they have the forecheck higher, they get a shot. So now we roll on the shot chart. So we're going to roll here. We get 11. 11 to 15, save, rebound if from the open. So there's no, it was not an open, because shot in the open would have required a double, like the forecheck being twice as much as the back check. So that did not happen. So it's just a shot and then a rebound, no rebound rather, it's just a save. So then you would mark a shot for Duluth. And you would put in here, you put DUL, shot, save. And then we go to the next thing is deciding what the next line is going to do. So if you just roll your line, you go no roll, but you can also dump and change so that you can use any line. You could do a long shift where you keep your line out. You could do an extra shift if you want to skip. Say we wanted to go from line 1 to line 3, you could do that. You can pull your goalie. Obviously, that's an end of the game thing. You can also instigate, which can raise tension. Tension is tracked over here. And then once you hit these areas here, you cause a fight. So we will maybe see that here later on, but for now what we're going to do is we're going to say that both teams change on the fly. So both teams are at line 2, and now we'll roll for the forecheck roll for Duluth because they have the puck. So they will roll, they get a 14 plus their forecheck of 14 is a 28. Winnipeg gets a 13, and their back check is a 13. That's a 26. So again, we're going to have another shot, and we'll roll for the shot for Duluth. They get an 11. Same thing that we just saw, basically, I believe. So it's a save. Again, it was not from the rebound. So now we get, actually, I did this backwards. This is actually Winnipeg. This is Duluth. Shot, save. And then we go to the 3rd minute, and we'll change lines. We'll roll for Winnipeg. They get a 16 plus 12 is 28. Duluth, 7 plus 13 is 20. So now we have an 8 more, but it's not double. So again, we're going to get a shot, but not from the open. It's a 7, and a 7 is a save. So we get Winnipeg again, shot, save. And that basically is how the game works. Now, this time, let's have Duluth elect to dump and change so that they can skip to line 1, while Winnipeg will have their 4th line out. So now what we'll do is, we know that Winnipeg still has the puck, so they're going to roll here. They got a 16 plus 12 is 28. Duluth gets a 5 plus their 13 is an 18. So they're, again, not doubled up. We roll our shot. It's a 17. Now, the higher numbers are better. So here we have a save and a rebound. So this is going to be something different. So I'm going to put Winnipeg, shot, rebound. And I should just use W and D, I think. Taking up too much room in the box here. All right, so now on the rebound, we have a different chart to roll on. That's this chart right here. So I'm going to roll. And we got a 19. So a goal is an extra skater or all-star advantage. So they don't have an all-star out, and they do, actually. So that would just end up being a save, I believe. Rebound, save. So there's 2 saves on that one. Let me try this, because I would read that as Duluth securing the rebound there. Again, we have a choice now. We have the puck. We can We can leave our first line out if we wish to. Okay, so up here you see long shift, line stays out, GR plus 1. So if you have a grinder, which we do not, we don't have a grinder on here at all. So you just roll. The grinder would give, each grinder would give you a +1 DRM. So obviously higher is better. So we're going to roll. If we get an 11 or higher, it's a success and there's no negative impact. It's a 10, and a 10 is a penalty. Okay. So now with a penalty, what we have is a stoppage in play, obviously. So I'm going to put D penalty. And what we're going to do now is we are going to determine who got the penalty. So you can see here there's a chart. We'll roll. It's a 16, and a 16 is the center. So the center has a penalty. So that would be number 12 here, who's a journeyman and a playmaker. So now, obviously, we're going to have a face-off. And I don't have specialty line set up here for power penalty kills. That's an advanced rule, and we're just playing the basic game. They'll go to line 1. And so they're missing their left wing, basically. So we'll ignore anything left wing, and the other 4 skaters are out right now. But first we have to do the face-off. So they have an all-star, and they do not have an all-star. They have a playmaker, though. Well, actually, they both have playmakers. I'm sorry, forget that. So playmaker, they, again, those cancel each other out. You get +4 on the roll. So we rolled them together. Winnipeg got an 18, plus their 13 back check would be a 31. They also got an 18, and their back check is also a 13, so they also got a 31. So we have to re-roll on a tie, and we get a 9 for Winnipeg and a 15 for Duluth. So Duluth wins the second face-off. So we have Duluth has the puck, but they're short-handed. Okay, so because they are short-handed, even though they have the puck, they get a -6 to their forecheck rating and a -4 to their back check rating. But they won the face-off by enough, although they would have lost the first face-off. Since I neglected to do that, we're going to play it the right way, and Winnipeg has the puck. So forgive me for that. I've totally forgot about that. There's a -6 forecheck and a -4 back check. So their forecheck's a 7 and their back check is a 6. So let's see what Winnipeg gets. They get a 10 plus 14 is 24. They got a 9 plus 6 is 15. So they almost doubled them, but they didn't. But they do get a shot. So we're gonna roll their shot. They get a 5. A 5 on the shot is hot or fire goalie, takeaway, or save. Now their goalie is a mentor, and mentor goalies, I believe, start as hot. No, sorry, they actually start as okay, not hot. The only one that starts as hot is all-star, which neither team has. So in that case, it becomes a save. So it's a shot and a save. And since there's no rebound, we're going to assume that means he throws the puck and we'll have a face-off. So now, this time I will remember that Duluth gets a -4. So they're going to get a 6, and they get the same 7. And we get a 9 for Winnipeg and a 4 for Duluth. So we know 4 plus 6 is 10. 9 plus 7 is 16. So obviously, Winnipeg wins the face-off. We'll see what they do with it here on our forecheck roll. They get a 12 plus 14 is 26. They get a 15 plus 6 is 21. So we get another shot. It's a 20. So a 20 is a goal. So they have scored on the power play. So we'll put Winnipeg PPG. Now we'll roll to see who got the goal on this chart right here. That's a 14, and that is the center. So that would have been, oh, we should have moved this up. I forgot to do that. So this would be number 11. My writing isn't the best right there, but you get the gist. So now we go to the next one. We're coming out of, well, the home team gets last change, so they'll go to line 3, and they will go to line 4. And we'll roll for our face-off. The power play is over. It is 1-0. Duluth gets Winnipeg gets a 12 plus 8 is 20. They get 18 plus 7 is 25. So Duluth wins. They get an 18 here. And they got a 4. So 18 plus 7 is, oh, it was 11 and 9. But it didn't matter because they still won. I keep using forecheck, and when you do a face-off, it's back check. So 18 and 7 is 25. 4 and 7 is 11. So now we have a double. So now we get an open shot. So this is a little bit different. Because you could see here, if we get an 11 to 15, you get a rebounder from the open. There's some other things, too, that can affect it. So it's a 14, so that is a save and a rebound. So now we're going to be on the rebound chart again. So we got Duluth. Shot, save, and then on the rebound, 20, goal if extra skater, all-star advantage, but it also says if it was an open shot, it's a goal, I believe. Let me confirm that, but I'm pretty sure because the first shot was an open shot, this is a goal. Yes, that is correct. That is a goal. So they get shot, goal, and the scorer was 11. That is the right wing, who is number 56. All right, ran out of space there. Hopefully I can decipher that. I do have it on video now, so I have evidence if I need to track it. So it's actually 1-1, and I haven't been keeping track of the shots. So Winnipeg has 1, 2, 3, 4. Duluth has 1, 2. That's only their second shot, and they got a goal. They also scored a power play goal. So it is 1-0. Oh, I could put the goals down here. Oh, I forgot to roll for assists. So off a rebound, an 11. Wait a minute. Oh, 11. Left wing. So assist to 90. Number 90. Assist. And for the power play goal, let's see. 2 would be the, I guess nobody. Oh, it's by position. Okay. So it's not, you don't roll for it. So it's still left wing. That was first shot. So there were 2 assists. Assist to 97 and 12. Sorry, I misread that. All right, so since they've just scored, we'll go back to line 1 and line 4. Roll for the face-off. We got a 17 for Duluth and a 16 for Winnipeg. Their back check ratings are 13 and 9, so Duluth wins. Again, we get a 12 and a 17. 31 to 21. So not double, but they do get a shot. 4. And a 4 on a shot is first fire, goalie, takeaway, or save. So just a save. And the third shot for them. And now Winnipeg will simply roll their line. And we'll continue. This is a forecheck roll, so 13 plus 12 against 10 plus 15. So that's a tie. So if it's a tie, penalty on the defense. So Winnipeg Gets a power play. Penalty. Duluth. And let's see who got the penalty. It was 3. That is the right defenseman. Now we know that when it, well, let's roll the face off. So they're only going to have a 2 on the back check, and they are going to have a 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 22. So not only did they win it, but they doubled it. 22 to 11. So they have I almost said ball. They have the puck. And they get an 18, and an 18 on a shot, or yeah, on the shot is save and rebound. So they get a shorthanded shot. Rebound. Let's see what happens on the oh wait. Oh no, that's right. That is correct. 1. Goal if goalie is Sieve, which he is not. He is okay. So that would just become a save. So they get a second shot and a save. So that is 4th shot for them. And a 5th shot for them as well. All right, now we have the second minute, so we have another face-off. And we get a 9 and a 9. So that one's going to go to Winnipeg. And 9 plus, well, let's roll it up here. So they get 17 to 14. Okay. A 20 on a shot is a goal. So they've scored again on the power play. Here, Winnipeg, PPG. And let's see who scored it. It is 12. That is the center again. But this time the center is number 91. We are in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 8 minutes left. And that's number 12, W. And the assists go to left and right wing. So that would be 60 and 91. So it's 2-1. And we get another face-off, so we're back to even strength, and we'll go line 1 and line 4. 20 for them and 11 for them. So 33 to 20. So they get a 5, and a 5 is hot or fire goalie takeaway or save. So that's just a shot for Duluth and a save. Shot, save. All right, so that's a turnover. We roll our lines. And we get 11 and 14 here. So 14 plus 10 is 24. 11 plus 14 is 25, so they win. So they get a shot. They get a 14 plus, again, 14 is, I'm sorry, 12 is 26. So 26, oh wait, what am I doing? It's a 14. Save rebounded from the open, so that's just a shot and a save. So we get another shot. And we roll our lines again. 7 and 2. So 2 plus 7 is 9. 7 plus 11 is 18. So that is a takeaway. And BC double is breakaway in the open. So let's see what happens. That's a 6. A 6 is a save. That is a shot and a save. We got 4 more minutes. We'll roll the line one more time. 11 and 8. So 11 plus 11 is 22. 8 plus 7 is 15. So that's a turnover. So we'll put Duluth turnover. And I think I messed that up earlier where it should have been a turnover, and I think I just gave possession and let them take a shot, which is not right. So I'm going to roll again. We get a 12 and a 17. So 12, 12 plus 7 is 19. 17 plus 14 is 31. That is another turnover. So Winnipeg now turns it over. Now they roll their line, and they do as well. 16 and 8. So 8 plus 10 is 18. 16 plus 13 is, 8 plus 13 is 21. 16 plus 13 is 29. So again, we get a turnover. And now we get 5 and 6. So this would be on this line. So Winnipeg gets 19 and they get 12. So Winnipeg is going to get a shot. They get a 7, and a 7 is a save. So W, shot, save. Actually, you know what? They'll call timeout. Let's do this. They'll call timeout and put line 1 out. And they'll also put line 1 out. And now we'll roll, and they get a +4 bonus for having taken a timeout. And it's going to work out for them because they got a 12 and they got a 5. So 12 plus 13 is 25. 5 plus, that's 18, but they actually get a 29. So they won the face-off. And now we'll roll for the forecheck roll. 13 and 4. So that's 17, and that is 27. So they didn't double them, so they get a shot. And it's a 3, which is a good roll, but it is a save. A 1 or a 2 would cause a scrum, which increases the chances of something happening. But it is a shot and a save. So I think both teams ended up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 shots. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 shots. Okay, so after the first period, so it was Duluth had, actually I got that backwards. They have 8. They have 7. The goals are also wrong. Okay. And the timeout as well. I'm used to having the home team on the bottom for some reason. So that is, the home team had 7 shots. Winnipeg had 8. And the goals, of course, are 2-1 for Winnipeg. They are leading 2-1 as we go to the intermission. That will do it for the video. As you can see, if you play it correctly, because I know I messed it up, and I'll try to put notes when I look at the video while I'm editing it before I post it, denoting that. But in case I missed it, I do know that I missed some stuff and I screwed some stuff up, which happens when I'm doing video. It's one of those walking and chewing gum at the same time kind of situations. I make mistakes I probably wouldn't otherwise make, only because I'm trying to talk and explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So I tend to miss stuff as I start thinking ahead and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm making excuses, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that. But that's going to do it. I probably will do more videos on this game. There is a lot to it, especially after it's released and you get the full finished product, so to speak, with all the leagues and everything in it. The Kickstarter did hit the first stretch goal, which was to add 3 additional leagues. So those 3 leagues will be added. They're smaller kind of feeder leagues, I would say. And it'll be cool to have the extra teams and so on. But you can easily create your own teams, your own leagues, etc. This game's wide open. You can also create NHL teams or AHL teams or KHL teams or anything you want, pretty much. It's an open-ended system. So that will do it, as I said. Sorry to repeat myself, but that's it for this video. So please feel free to comment, ask questions, etc., or to hopefully like it, share it, or subscribe to the channel. All of those are always greatly appreciated. But either way, I thank you for watching, and until next time, my name's Joe. This is the Hexed Encounter channel, and as always, happy gaming.